Okay, I sure hope this works. Here we go.
Now, who would have thought of that?
Merry Christmas, guys. I know it's the
you got
day
quite a few.
after.
Oh, look at that.
But, I just had so much floating around that I was doing yesterday, that I didn't get a chance. I wanted to do this at home, do the unwrapping at home, but I had to get my room straight first, and then it's the day after. I'm still floating around. Enough with the explanations.
You have the cat.
Let's
you
get
have the cat
on
in the
with
picture.
the
Look at her.
unwrapping. So I had everything in
And you
Karen's
got the Christmas
bag.
tree behind you.
So I'm gonna take a look at what Karen had for me first. Ooh.
Did somebody buy you those?
Yeah. So
Wow.
this stuff came from Karen Hall.
Dream big. See, that's what I've been trying to tell you.
Oh, this is so cute. I totally got this. A journal to remind myself that I am truly awesome and capable, and that I'm seriously gonna nail it no matter what it is, and no matter how much I secretly doubt myself, because doubt is just a 4-letter word. Okay, 5. And I should doubt the doubt like the nonsense it is, and chant, I can do this, over and over again, while it's getting smaller, the text keeps getting smaller, while imagining myself landing that new dream job, or doing the thing that scares me most, or getting through my run without dying, or surviving a blind date. Because if I believe I can do it, or at least convince myself that I can, I've got a darn good chance of actually killing it like the champ that I am, right after which I'll start wondering if I'll ever be able to do it again.
Huh. That sounds like a guy gave you that.
Really?
Yeah. I think somebody's got their eye on you at work.
No,
What is it, a date book?
No, it's a journal.
Oh, a journal.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I guess it's supposed to be kind of like a positivity
knowing
journal.
you'll make very good use of it. Somebody knows you well enough to give you that.
Oh, and look at this. The best motto for a long march is don't grumble, plug on. There we go. That's definitely my motto. You hold your future in your own hands. Okay. The don't grumble, plug on part sounds like me. And okay, why I so totally got this today, level of confidence in actually nailing it. And I guess this is like a good way to, keep a record of my progress.
Mm-hmm. Aren't you glad you have friends now?
Yes.
And these seem like really nice friends.
Oh, yeah. Like, no other job has been like this before.
Uh-huh.
But then again, no, wait. The subway that I worked at was a little group of us, but yeah, it wasn't like this. Everybody is, well, really caring and kind, and I just feel like there's a lot that I can learn from them.
Just those colored pins that you
have. I love
tells
this.
me right
the
there.
Rainbow.
Yeah.
Definitely nailed it on this and this, because I love rainbows.
Isn't that something?
And a planner. Very cool. Very, very cool. Thank you, Karen.
That's a nice thing about friends, because
Uh-huh.
you remember them for a lifetime.
I always moved around so much I couldn't, settle down long enough to make friends. And I just had a really hard time with it.
I remember a poet once said,
Mm-hmm.
man does not live. How does that go? Man does not live alone.
I think the
Iron
one that's
bars.
coming to your mind is man does not live by bread alone. But what you're trying to get at is no man is an island.
Island and liveth alone. Right. Yeah, Ernest Hemingway.
Okay. Let's see. This one is from...
Her friends
So
bought
this
her
one-
gifts, and I could just tell by the gifts that she's got. They know her well. Yeah.
So this one is from Jessie. Everybody there called her Little
She's
Bird.
got some nice friends.
Yes. And I like this joy and peace wrapping. Let's see what I have.
You're going to become an auntie.
Huh?
You're going to become an auntie over and over and over again through the years.
You mean an auntie?
Auntie, yeah. You're going to be ready.
Yeah, sketchbook. And I like the hardbound. Yeah, I like the hard. That one.
Oh, it's a drawing book.
Yeah. So that'll go really well with these right here and the
Wow.
colors. Duke, the colors.
Ah,
And more
check that
markers. And more colors. This is awesome.
and this is stuff that you need.
Yes, it is. Very handy. Like, I wouldn't buy things like this simply because limited money.
You don't
if
like
I'm gonna
spending
use
money.
it, I am pretty frugal. You know, if I'm gonna spend my money, I tend to try and spend it on stuff that
Or
I
essential.
will use, yeah, like in a professional manner. So I don't really use it on just casual things.
Well, I'm
So I don't
convinced
have a lot of casual
I'm
things.
convinced you have some very nice friends.
Oh yeah.
You're very
But
fortunate.
honestly, I love, like, I go through Walmart all the time and look at the little packs of Sharpies that have all the colors. I'm like, Sharpie markers? I want them so bad.
Friends are
And
so
I'm like,
hard to come by.
I
It's
can't,
so
if
easy
I
to
did that with
lose.
everything, then I'd spend, you know, all the little bit of money that I have. So I use it, I try to use it as responsibly as possible.
Right.
Oh, look, she's paying attention to everything. All right. This one is from the other Jessica over there, who we call Jess. And she is the fashionista of the group. And she's kind of like I guess like the mother, because everybody sort of congregates at her place all the time. So she's definitely the place where it's home base for everybody. Let's see. The story of my life. If a story is in you, it has to come out.
Look at her.
Yeah.
She's just sitting there looking.
Ooh, a journal. Look at this.
I bet that's going to be interesting.
Yeah. Make a basic timeline of your life. Excuse me.
And getting you ready. Childhood
List the
and family.
years of your life in increments of 5 and write one short sentence that describes a major event.
Oh, it's
and
like
it
a
goes
diary.
all the way. Yeah, it is. Let's see. That's going to be a very emotional thing to do. Write fill in any major events in the gaps like movies, births and deaths. If any question in this book doesn't apply to you, refer back to this list and write about something else. So there are a whole bunch of questions. Cool. My family ancestry originates from, go into is, I have no idea actually.
I'm looking at her.
What is the history
she's right in the
behind
middle
my
of it all.
family's name? How and where did your I'd have to go and ask a lot of family members to get these answers. Okay. But I love this.
You're going to spend a lot of time in that book.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna try and fill it out. I think
wonder how
it'll
many
be a
times
good way to.
Nick's name's going to show up in there.
You know, it'll be kind of, I suppose, a bit of like a family project, actually, since I don't know a lot of this information, and I'll have to go to them to. What noise? Imagine your childhood bedroom. What pets did you have in your household? How big a part of your life were they? My childhood using all 5 senses. Oh. Distinctive about my hometown. My family's dynamic. I'll definitely have to ask them about that. Because as far as I know, I was just the youngest.
See, it wasn't so hard, was it?
What do you mean?
Huh?
What do you mean? What wasn't so
hard? All you
hard?
had to do was just open up. And look at all the nice friends you have now.
Describe an illness. Oh yeah, I have something to say about that. What happened? How long? The first time I kept a secret.
First time you kept a secret?
Yeah, these are some really thought-provoking questions.
Oh, I
like
see how it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. You read the thought and then you write about it.
Okay. Wow, that was a really
How
creative.
There's something else. How it affects you.
And there are whole bunch of zebra markers to write it down in. That's awesome. For writing and journaling.
Well, they sure knew what to get you.
Thank you, Jess.
Have you drawn some pictures of something at work that people have noticed your talent?
I kind of try to avoid doing that a lot of the time, but there was one time where I was drawing in one of my pocket
Evidently, you must have
sketchbooks.
did some drawing or something for them to. I mean, look, they all hit on target.
I doodled here and there. I like would decorate some of the things that we did preps on with fonts because I like doing fonts. And then they have like pads for notes laying around. I do like doodles on that, and then I can't. I mean, there was like a book that I brought in that was all about sketching that I was reading, and then a lot of them over there, they also draw. I know Lindsay, when she was working there, she had some really pretty doodles, and then Rob, he draws. And he likes, his thing is more like concept work, if you ask me, because he comes up with really great ideas for comics and, you know, funny shirts and okay. So let's go for Eeny, Meeny, Miny, Mo. Catch a tiger by the toe. If he hollers, let him go. How did the last part go? My mother told me to pick this one, so I will pick this one.
It was
okay.
It was a poem that I never really
So these
liked.
two are from the infamous Rob, and he straight up just asked me what I wanted. So I gave him a few options, so as not to take away all of the surprise. Cool.
Oh boy, right up your alley.
Yes.
Right
this will be interesting.
Oh, goodness gracious, look at that.
How to draw characters for Japanese animation. All right. Let's see.
Wonder where they went to find this stuff.
Oh, probably Barnes and Noble. I've seen books like this all the time. Very cool. Casting is key.
And look at the time they took to get it, too.
Oh, yeah. Well, gift giving takes time to the body. No matter how cool a pose is, it still has to be built on a solid foundation. The 3 key words are simplify, simplify, simplify. Okay. So, and then the whole
mechanics
roundabout
of the
for
human body.
the body, yeah. Standing poses, seated poses, action poses. That's exactly what I need.
That's actually what you've been eating.
Yeah. Running. I know that's hard to draw. And it's like from all these angles. And perspective. Look at this perspective.
Mm-hmm.
And hands. Hands are insanely hard to draw. Let's see. Teen characters. Very cool. So this was just one of the ones. Here's the other one. Not sure what this is. It looks manga-sized, is all I will say. But this one was definitely unexpected. I can't read this font. Sharp knife. Stage first. Okay, I haven't heard of this before, but this is cool nonetheless. It'll be reading material for work. It's very action oriented. I'll have to ask him about it.
That's something I think a guy would buy you.
Lots of action in it.
Uh-huh. Ooh.
Is that Lupin? But I always love a good story. All right. Very cool. Thank you, Rob. And finally, Lindsay. She's a very earthy type of gal, if you can't tell. Aww. A coloring book.
Colorama.
Look at this.
That's funny. I was dreaming about that the other day.
And wow,
And you
double-sided
get
color
more.
pencils.
Wow.
Let's take a look at this. Yeah, this will be good to have for carrying around. Now that I gave my only disposable markers away.
You know what that tells me?
Yeah?
They all got together behind your back and conspired what to get you. They care enough about you to do that.
Yeah, I really appreciate it. See.
Now you're
So-
learning the wonderful things about having friends.
By any chance, do you know what this is?
Well,
Wow, look at this cool
CJ
owl.
fixed
I
that
love
for
the
me
pattern.
last night, and I only ate a little bit of it. Yeah.
Well, I can understand only eating a little bit of it.
For some
I already
reason or other,
have
the
some
cat got
stuff that I
over-observant
have
in
colored
using his
at
litter box.
home. So this will be another way
Thanks
of
for telling me. Do we have some chlorine bleach? Do we have
spending my
chlorine
free
bleach?
time.
Actually, no, we don't. That's not. That's cat food in there.
Oh.
Yeah,
okay.
and
These-
she used
I love
her
them in
litter. She was
dollars.
playing in her litter
Oh,
box,
okay.
and you know how cats do.
Oh,
And
okay.
it got
Okay.
into the food.
All right. So then I can safely wash it with the dishes.
Yes, yes.
All right,
And
I'll just clean it up. Okay. This
Patterns.
is good. Thank you.
this is actually stuff that I could use for my artwork.
When
Like
I
backgrounds and stuff.
I have to tell you a story.
Huh?
When I was a little boy, I was about maybe 5 or 6 years old. I
Uh-huh.
remember this long train ride. And later on, I found out it was from Boston all the way to San Francisco. And on the train, my mother had bought this little telescope thing.
Mm-hmm.
And you could put it out on the window of the train, and the sun would shine in it, and you would turn it. And as you turn it, you would have all those little displays
that's a
showing up.
kaleidoscope.
Yeah.
I love those things. I remember
Yeah.
those in school.
And it's funny, I was thinking about that the other day.
And paisley patterns. I didn't realize paisley came in all these different patterns. Paisley are my mom's
Is that called
favorite.
pate?
Paisley.
Huh? Paisley?
These
Yeah,
these
paisley.
shapes right
Okay.
here, these are paisleys. Oops. Are you okay? Right, so very cool.
Well, they certainly knew what to get you.
Yes. Oh, I don't think I'm too hard to pick gifts for. I love drawing. You just get me stuff art related. Voila.
Well, yeah, I don't think you realize how lucky you are.
All right. Well, thank you, Lindsay.
You got some very nice friends.
All right. But, so that is it. Thank you guys. And I hope you all had a wonderful Christmas. Yourselves.
Was I in there?